Welcome to Gapology Radio with your hosts Mark Tinas and Brian Brokoff, authors of the leadership development books Gapology, IMBAR, and Speed of Purpose. At Gapology, our purpose is to help leaders achieve their greatest potential. To learn more about our groundbreaking books and training services, visit our website, gapology.org.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gapology Radio. As a reminder, last week we dropped our latest edition of Gapology Inspirations. Volume 2 continues to share 52 short messages designed to give you a weekly teachable point of view around the various topics from our books. These are easy to consume and share with your team to give them something to think about that may expand their views on leadership, business, culture, and all things that we discuss here on the show. It, along with the completely redesigned and re-edited version of the original Gapology Inspirations, are available through Amazon.com, and links can be found on our website, gapology.org. And tonight we continue our series where we examine the decision points that leaders go through in their roles and with their team. Tonight we'll be discussing how to answer the question, how do I know when to promote someone? So let's go ahead and get the show rolling with Mark Tinas. Hey Mark, how you doing?
Good, Brian. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You know, it's as we're recording this, I know sometimes people listen, down the road, at past episodes, but right now it's October 24th in 2023. And we're gearing up for the upcoming Halloween holiday. I know Jolene loves this time of year. She decorates the house. She goes all crazy, getting everything ready she starts decorating for Halloween in basically, the beginning of September. And she'll start working on Thanksgiving and Christmas here as soon as the last trick-or-treater leaves. So we got that going on. So what about you? What's going on over there?
Well, Halloween scares the heck out of me. It's probably my least favorite holiday. I don't know. I've never been one to, dress up.
Oh God.
You know what I mean?
I can't picture that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I like to look the same every day,
Sure. Handsome. Yeah.
Boring, but yeah. So at the office, I've got to dress up as the Mad Hatter.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You mean like the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter?
Yeah. The full thing.
You are kidding.
Oh yeah. It's going to be tough.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Just a few days away.
Did you already get all your costume and everything?
We got everything, and I got to go put it on tonight, and we're going to do a trial run to see how good we are, what else we need, and then
wow.
we're gonna go for it. But I just can't imagine. So I've got to work on Friday, and I've got to be this whatever you want to call it, this character, and I'm like on video with investors, and I'm interviewing, and
oh man,
it's going to be tough.
And you're going to keep the full costume on all day.
Well, what am I going to do? I can't take it off at work. It includes makeup and things and a wig, so it's just going to be tough.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're going to have to just lean into it and just have fun with it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
you have to send me pictures. Maybe we'll put them on the website.
Okay. You'll get them.
We'll share them on LinkedIn.
You'll get them. Hopefully they're good.
Okay. That's good.
Hopefully no one can recognize me. That would be good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Oh
yeah.
Lord. All right. Well, I don't know how to transition into this topic tonight. So, right now we're doing this How Do I Know series. And tonight we're going to be digging into how do you know when to promote someone? So, and there's a lot of different ways to look at this. I've been really thinking this through this week, and there's a lot of different elements. At first, when I thought of this topic, I really didn't think it was that complex, but as I started kind of going through it, there's a lot of different elements and different perspectives here. So I think we'll have a lot of good ideas that we can share with people. And I will say, if anyone that's listening has other ideas, certainly share them with us. We don't always have the only ideas. There's other ideas out there. So certainly share some of those with us, and we'll let other people know that as well. So what are your thoughts on this, Mark?
Well, it's an important topic because how do you know when to promote means the future's on the line?
Yeah.
The future of the organization, the future of that individual, the decisions you make as a leader determine the course of events, of the organization. So it is a big deal. It can't be taken lightly. It has to be considered, and it has to be a process that you've really thought through. So it's a big deal. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is ensure that your promotion process is aligned with your purpose, and that you're looking for that so that the purpose of the organization is maintained and carried forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And what you said there about the incredible responsibility for, promoting someone, I think there's so much there. You have a tremendous decision to make that can either accelerate someone's career or could really cripple it if you're choosing the wrong person or doing it at the wrong time. I think there's a lot of things to really consider here.
Well, and it can impact the organization.
Yeah.
In a great way or
in
a negative way.
Right.
So it definitely has to be done with caution, with a plan, with forethought. And you have to, again, if you come back to your purpose, often it becomes pretty clear. So that's the good news for those of you that have a defined purpose. If you don't, you need one. It really helps the decision-making process. It helps you look at people and say, okay, are they aligned with our purpose? And as you bring people into an organization separate from promotion, it helps you really create the organization that you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that is one of the first key things to really look at is the person aligned with the purpose? So if you're considering someone, first of all, it's a big risk, certainly, especially if there's someone that's a top performer, right? So if they're an A player on your team and you're going to move them out of that role, then you're taking your top performer out of that. And you're putting them in a new role that, they haven't demonstrated necessarily that they can do it, at least, in a formal way. And so there's a risk there. But if you do it where you're ensuring that the person's aligned with the purpose, at least at that level, they're going to be able to really connect with the things that really matter.
Yeah, another way to look at that would be if you were an individual who wanted to be promoted within the organization, one of the key things for you would be to align with the purpose, to demonstrate what that looks like, to really role model the purpose and show the organization what that is. That would be key to your promotion. So don't forget that part of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So as we're going through these tips here, if you're someone that's looking to be promoted, and it could really be at almost any level, consider these tips for yourself as well.
Yeah, we're giving you the keys.
Yeah, definitely.
The next piece I look at is pretty simple. And that is, okay, you've set expectations, a clear set of expectations, metrics, let's call them, that are aligned with the purpose. If you're promoting someone on the team, I assume they're achieving those expectations and likely excelling within that. So those tell you a lot about an individual. Again, if you've aligned the purpose with the expectations and then the behaviors that deliver those expectations, it all comes together. So the top performers in the metrics, in the numbers, will tend to be the ones you should look at because they've got it figured out and they're going to be able to carry that forward. So it sort of becomes simple in that respect.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think looking for proven skills is an important piece here. So, do they understand the expectations, deliver it consistently, and show that they can excel amongst their peers and even lead that peer group? I think there's a lot of important things to look for there behaviorally.
Yeah, and those that can deliver as an individual contributor, the metrics, already have a lead in terms of delivering that, with a team if they're being promoted over a group that would be responsible for those same metrics. They've already figured out the behaviors, the tactics, all the things that equal that. So that gives you a significant edge as you go into the promotion process.
Yeah. Along with that, I think there's an opportunity to look for, do they have the desire to grow their skills? I would also be looking at that. So are they setting themselves up for success with the new role? So if they want to move up, they want to move ahead, have they looked at that role, identified the skill set necessary, and sought leadership development, taken additional classes, reached out for mentorship, coaching, whatever it might be? Are they taking action on the desire?
Yeah, that's a great point. So as you look at those to be promoted, do they desire to be promoted? Mm-hmm. Often people are comfortable in their role and really don't want that next step. You want people that want the next step. So you do have to measure that. You don't want to force somebody into a promotion. It doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't work. They have to want it. And, that desire is a big deal, because that tells you about their future intentions and whether they're willing to develop and grow. And sometimes people just aren't ready. They want another year or two in their current role to be comfortable for promotion. You need to honor that. It's very real. So it doesn't mean they're not the future of the organization, but it just means now is not the time. And they know that. So to push somebody into promotion because they're the only one you've got is generally a mistake. They'll burn out in the role. They'll lose their engagement level. There's a number of things that can happen there that won't be successful. So you definitely are looking for people that are looking for that next role and have prepared themselves and demonstrated the behaviors and the expectations that you're looking for.
Yeah, I agree. And I think in addition to that, identifying those high potential people, I think, is important. So even if they haven't expressed a desire, look for the hidden desire, if that makes sense. So maybe they're doing some things that might show that they potentially could be interested. Have those conversations with them. And if they're not emotionally ready for that, put an action plan in place to help them get there. Start demonstrating through mentorship or, assigning projects to them, different things that might increase their interest level, I think could really help there.
Yeah, and that would determine and clarify their motivation for that.
Yeah.
It would be rather evident. The other thing to look at is the knowing, doing, being scale, which we talk about in Gapology. So as you look at the individuals on the team that are in a given role, they range on a scale we like to use 0 to 10 of knowing the role and the skills, of doing the role and the skills, and then of being the role and the skills. And when you're looking for promotability, the 8, 9, and 10 are the being level. And that's the group that really is looking for promotion and is likely going to be highly successful. They are already modeling a behavior that others can model. They're mentoring. They're developing others. People around them are getting better. So when you look at your team, who is helping others get better? Who is developing others? That points very clearly to those that you should consider for promotion.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually having a conversation about the knowing, doing, being ladder today, actually. And it is one of those elements of Gapology that we don't always talk about, but I really do find that is a great predictor of this. So if somebody's living that, whatever your purpose is, they're living at that being level, it is a great indicator that they may be ready to take on additional responsibility, impact the organization at a much higher level.
Yeah, it does become pretty clear. The people that you're looking for promotion are influencing others on the team in a positive way. They're influencing the entire group. They may be innovating. There may be other pieces of the knowing, doing, being 8, 9, and 10 level that you need to look at, but it does become pretty obvious, and it really does lead to the next level for the organization, because they can influence others to perform at the level that they're performing, and then the entire organization moves forward.
Yeah. And Mark, I was thinking about identity and mindset here. How do you think that fits into all of this?
Well, that's a big deal. So that definitely comes back to the desire. So if someone views themselves at the next level, that's a big plus. So their identity, how they see themselves, is of great significance. And that will cause them to behave in a way that, will demonstrate what you're looking for in promotion. So in the interview process, it's great to have them define themselves. Listen to them. What is their identity? Who are you? Define yourself for us. You then go to mindset. How do you think? What's your attitude? Describe it to us. That needs to align with that purpose. So those pieces coming together equal the desire level that we're looking for in someone that's going to be promoted, because that cascades into the behaviors, which influences the actions of others, and then the results come from that. So that's a big deal. One of the things we've used over the years is a 9-box. If you haven't heard of that, it would be a 3x3 XY axis. One of the axes is the potential of the individual to be promoted, and one of the axes is their performance. And you can literally plug your entire team into one of the 9 boxes. And when you get high performance and high potential, it points to the promotables. So the 9-box, once completed, shows you who needs more attention and who has the potential for promotion. So as a quarterly process, it's a great idea to 9-box the team, and you 9-box the group by role, by position. And then it gives you this visual comparative that leads you to great decision making.
Yeah, I love that exercise. It is a great visual, and from that, then you can create action plans. Just like any of the exercises we talk about, you always want to create some sort of action from that. And if you do this quarterly, you can really build out some really great action plans for your team, for yourself, and how to help them move ahead and so forth. So it is a great exercise overall. And I like what you said there around the identity mindset, because I was thinking a lot about that. And one of the elements that I know we always talk about is that when people want to get promoted, they should already really be performing at that next level. So within the scope of their responsibilities, they should be already being seen as that leader. And I think that does tie back to identity and mindset.
Yeah, I was thinking back to my career, and in one organization, the one you and I worked together in, I was promoted 5 times. And as I look at myself and say, okay, why were you promoted 5 times? It was because I was already performing the next level. So that was a game changer. So I was able to perform one level above where I was actually at. And that caused my supervisors to see me in that next level. So it made it simple for them. So you as a leader need to look at your team and say, okay, who is performing a level above where they're at, a level above their role. And it becomes pretty obvious. for me, it really worked well. I was successful in each of the promotions, and I literally had the identity and mindset of that next level, and made sure that I demonstrated that. And through that, we were able to achieve things as an organization that we wouldn't have achieved otherwise. Mm-hmm. So it affected the organization. It affected many others. And I can just speak from that personal experience. But that's who you're looking for, those that are already there. I think that was what you said, Brian. I love that terminology. If they're already there, let them go there. Let them do it. It's a good thing. And once they get there, actually in the role, they might suddenly already, move to the next level as well. And that, again, changes the trajectory of the organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it makes it an easy decision for the leader. When they see someone already performing that next level, that makes it an easy decision. So for any individual contributors out there or anyone looking to move ahead, I think that's a big tip right there. Start thinking through that. And I would agree, looking back at my career and the times that I was promoted within significant promotions within my career, as you were describing that, I was thinking back on that, and almost every single time, that's exactly what was happening. I was already proactively performing that next level.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So each of us needs to think about that in our current role. Mm-hmm. If we desire promotion, what's it look like to already be there?
Yeah. Yeah. So then as leaders, then looking at somebody that you're considering to promote, what evidence are you seeing of that type of a mindset or that type of an identity? And I think evidence is a key thing here. So we don't want to just like the person, or that's not just the most fun person on the team. Really look for evidence of these things. Are they connected with the purpose? Do they have the identity and mindset of leader? Look for evidence of those things. Do they have the proven skills? Are they taking intentional, purposeful actions to activate their career through additional learning, coaching, mentorship, some of those kinds of things?
Yeah, one of the evidences that can really demonstrate itself, I guess, is how I would put it, is if they're asking to take on more.
Yeah.
So if they're asking to take on more and you give it to them and they complete it and excel in it, that is evidence that they are potentially already there and ready for promotion. So look for that. And again, if you want to get promoted, think about that. What's it look like to take on more? Could you do it? The other thing that we've seen in those that are promotable is the ability to innovate within their roles, to say, hey, wait a minute, what if we did it this way? And they prove that out. Innovation can be, a sign of promotability. We have to constantly be innovating and learning new ways and better ways to do things. And again, those individuals who can innovate are the future.
Yeah, definitely. Having that mindset of innovation, having the ability to innovate, I think is a critical skill, because that just shows creative thinking. So as a leader, as you move up, you're going to be facing different situations that you're not prepared for. And you have to have the ability to think creatively. And I think innovation is a key indicator that somebody might have that creative mindset.
Well said. Well said. Well, that's all my notes. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to stop. There's some good things there. I'll also recap all this in the blog as well. So if anybody wants to read more about it, we'll have it on our blog site, on our website as well. So, but that's good, Mark. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. This is significant stuff. So don't take it lightly. It works.
Yep. Good stuff. And good luck with the costume tonight. I need to see those pictures.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. So.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll
Brian.
talk to you later. Yep. Take care.
Good night.
All right. That'll do it from here. For more information on Gapology, IMBAR, Speed of Purpose, or any of the Gapology inspiration books, head on over to our website, gapology.org. Everyone have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you soon.
This has been a Gapology Institute production. Visit us at gapology.org.